Well, hello. What is going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope you're all having a fantastic day as always. Welcome to the show. Let me get my ducks in a row here. Make sure the chat is good. All right. Everything look good? Sound good? Whoa. Hello. Let's do it. Let's do this. All right. Bit of a bloody day. Just a little bit. A little bit of blood. No big deal. Nothing to worry about. It was just another one of those days where we had just bad story after bad story come out. Yep. If you didn't hear, China has banned crypto again for the umpteenth time. But besides all that, let's just get into it here. COOK is in the house, the master of the chat, my silent partner as always. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Thank you for hanging out. Overall market cap sitting at, we're hanging on. We're hanging on tight. Look at this, still over 2 trillion. 24-hour volume down considerably though. Look at that. We're under 200 billion for the first time in quite some time. Heat gas prices starting to really creep back up there, up over 110 gwei. Bitcoin dominance though falling below 40% for the first time since 2017. That's impressive. ETH dominance at 19.2%. COOK moderating the chat, throwing in the Discord link. Make sure if you can chat in Discord or you can chat here right in YouTube, whichever's easier for you. Bitcoin sitting at $43,410, down 2.8% on the day. Ethereum sitting at $3,446, bucking the trend, currently up 0.7% today. Binance Coin down 2.3%, sitting at $512. Cardano down 3.4%. Dogecoin down 3.1%, XRP up 5.2%, also bucking the trend, sitting at $1.61. Polkadot up half a point, sitting at $39, just under 40. The Internet of Computers down almost 20% on the day. Goodness. Ever since the launch of the ICP, it has just been down, down, down. If it ever puts a floor in, I'd certainly like to pick up some. Definitely looks like a cool project. And rounding out your top 10, Bitcoin Cash at $1,100, down half a point on the day. Jump on over to Sentiment. Take a look at the market sentiment here. See what the smooth brains are looking for. Pizza trending at number 1. Anthony Pompliano launched his own pizza company called Bitcoin Pizza. Kind of a gimmick, but good for him. Matic trending number 2. China number 3. Bitcoin. FUD trending number 6. School, not sure what's up with that. Chad, don't know that one either. Band and news. That's the social sentiment. Let's take a quick look at Bitcoin here. We'll look at the 5-minute chart, see what it's been doing on the day. And this is interesting. You'll see on the 5-minute chart here, let me grab my paintbrush and we'll scribble all over it. That way it looks real pretty. This was, what day was this? This was the 16th, the second the market opened. Crash. This was the 17th, the second the stock market opened. Crash. This was last night. We had another little mini conniption. And then, of course, today, the second the market opened. Crash. You guys notice a trend here? And I don't have this indicator, but there is an indicator that you can see if you pull up Market Cipher that shows a market manipulation. It'll little market manipulation indicator, and if I had that pulled up, you would see we would have an X here, we'd have an X here, and we'd have an X here, indicating what it's really indicating. What the indicator really measures is what it's looking for is large price movement on low volatility, or not low volatility, on low volume, and that tends to indicate price manipulation. And that's what we've seen for 3 days. The second the stock market opens, the crypto market has been in manipulation mode where the price gets pounded down on incredibly low volume. So, in my opinion, not financial advice of course, but what we've seen over the past few weeks, or past few days really at this point, is suppression of the markets, plain and simple. You know, the beauty of crypto and blockchain is we're able to see these metrics on chain, and we can see exactly what's happening. We can see the orders that are being placed. We know, I spent the majority of my day looking at short interest on not just crypto, but on all assets across the board. And holy crap, folks, from what I found today is astonishing. We've known that hedge funds are out shorting everything, right? That's been clear as day ever since GameStop. But the extent that they've gone to now is pretty extreme, and it's It's on everything. It's on crypto, it's on stocks, it's on bonds. They are shorting everything. And the interest is up over 50% on almost every asset that's being shorted. It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. But of course, nobody's talking about that. Of course, the headline news is just simply, did China ban crypto? No. No, they did not. Well, yes, they banned crypto for institutions like 5 years ago, but nothing has changed. But of course, the headlines all across the board today was China bans crypto. Hence the clickbait title, right? Ha, gotcha. I gotcha. The lead. Another day, another FUD. This time, it's Reuters headline about China banning crypto. Oh, Reuters, we're so disappointed. Nathaniel Whitmore says, oh look, a shockingly irresponsible headline from people who don't understand crypto. Well said, sir. Well said. They go on to say, the thing is, it didn't. The real story, let's look at Wolf Zhao's piece on the block, with far less clickbaity title. They just go on to explain in this article that this is not news, that this was something that was put in place 3 years ago, and literally nothing has changed. And you've actually had Chinese news outlets come out overnight for them going, we, honest to God, have no clue what Reuters is talking about. So, there's that whole thing debunked. China is not banning crypto. I really should have buried this lead and put it at the end, because now anybody who tuned in to find out if China banned crypto is like, oh, okay, we got our answer, we're out. Stay tuned, folks. I've got some great stories lined up here. One includes Rick and Morty and Bitcoin. You'll want to stick around for that. MicroStrategy buys another $10 million of Bitcoin. Michael Saylor, bless his heart, he just won't stop. The listed firm now holds 92,000 Bitcoin, bought for a total of $2.2 billion. Michael Saylor, man, he just wants to own all the Bitcoins. He doesn't want to share with anybody. The purchase, which was disclosed by CEO Michael Saylor on Twitter and in a filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission Tuesday, was for an average price of $43,000 per coin. Tasty. MicroStrategy now holds 92,000 Bitcoin for a total of $2.2 billion at an average price of $24,000 per coin. Wow. Michael Saylor's going to own all of the United States, I think. He's going to be competing with CZ as far as who's going to control the world, is how this plays out. That means the firm has almost doubled its money since it started investing in cryptocurrency, with total holdings now worth $4.1 billion. Only five days ago, Saylor announced the purchase of 271 Bitcoin for $15 million. He just won't quit. Love that guy. The company has a policy of regularly buying Bitcoin for its treasury reserves as a hedge against the US dollar inflation. Michael Saylor is the meme of, I'm longing Bitcoin and shorting the US dollar. That's what he does. That is his profession. At press time, Bitcoin was worth $45,000. Good for you, Michael Saylor. Good for you. Keep up the good work, buddy. He's not the hero we asked for, but he's the hero that we deserve. Or the hero that we need, maybe not the hero we deserve. Coinbase to raise $1.2 billion in a bond sale just 1 month after going public. The move comes just weeks after Coinbase went public by a direct listing that did not see it issue new shares. It's a bit of a slap in the face to anybody who holds Coinbase shares, but I kind of feel like that's your fault if you're buying Coinbase stock. Like, why not just buy Bitcoin? If it's not clear, Coinbase intends to use any of the proceeds for crypto purchases. It's not clear if Coinbase intends to use any of the proceeds for crypto purchases. The bonds are convertible notes, which lets buyers trade them for Coinbase stock. Coinbase stock is at an all-time low. Yeah, it is. It really, really is. If you're holding Coinbase stock, I suggest you hang on to it. Eventually, the thing's got to turn around at some point, right? It might be 5 years from now, but eventually the boat will turn around. And then the second you find yourself an exit point, I highly suggest you go buy yourself some actual crypto. Well, preferably Bitcoin at this point. But yeah, not financial advice, of course. I'm just a graphics guy. Moving on. Cathie Wood in the news. ARK Invest defends Bitcoin's environmental impact following Elon Musk tweets. Investment management firm ARK Invest has released a research note claiming that Elon Musk's view on Bitcoin is, quote, misguided. No shit. The investment firm instead argues that Bitcoin mining could become a net positive to the environment. ARK Invest, an investment management firm that is a big investor in Coinbase and in Tesla, has questioned Elon Musk's stance that Bitcoin is bad for the environment. She says, in our view, the concerns around Bitcoin's energy consumption are misguided. Contrary to consensus thinking, we believe the impact of Bitcoin mining could become a net positive to the environment. The note comes just a week after Tesla's CEO Elon Musk reversed course on the top cryptocurrency, tweeting on May 12th that the EV manufacturer had stopped accepting Bitcoin as payment over climate concerns. Quote, we are concerned about rapidly increasing use of fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining and transactions, especially coal, which has the worst emissions of any fuel, Musk said, adding that while he believes in cryptocurrencies generally, progress cannot come at the expense of the environment. Boy, how could we forget? However, the ARK team claimed, through real-world data, they have demonstrated now how, quote, mining could impact the amount of renewable energy provisioned to the grid by transforming intermittent power resources into baseload generation by way of energy storage. Big words. Glad we got through that. This year, ARK Invest supplied data used in a white paper released by Square as part of its Bitcoin Clean Energy Initiative. The white paper claimed that Bitcoin mining could be an opportunity for the world to transition toward renewable energy. To support this view, Square alleged that Bitcoin miners are, quote, location agnostic and only require an internet connection to function. Per today's data, however, almost 2/3 of all Bitcoin miners are based in China. The white paper also assumes that because renewable energy sources are generally seen as cheaper than fossil fuels, Bitcoin miners prefer renewable energy sources. Duh. According to Cambridge University, however, only 39% of Bitcoin network is powered by renewable energy. Only 39%, see, I find that number to be quite impressive, actually. But what do I know? Last month, a coal mine in China flooded, causing Bitcoin's hash rate to drop to figures not seen since November 2020, illustrating the network's reliance on fossil fuels. ARK Invest has invested heavily in crypto-exposed firms, including Square and Tesla, via its ARK Innovation ETF. Last month, ARK Invest bought $356 million worth of Coinbase shares, and ARK CEO Cathie Wood joined the board of crypto company Amoon. So yep, Cathie Wood stepping up to defend her investments, Bitcoin, and all that jazz. Good for her. Next up, Riot Blockchain reported earnings today. They reported that revenue rose 881% to $23.2 million. Wow, good for you, Riot. That's impressive. The company reports a total mined Bitcoin rose 62% on a sequential quarter-over-quarter basis. Sequential quarter-over-quarter basis. NASDAQ-listed mining company Riot Blockchain reported Q1 mining revenue increased by 881% to $23.2 million. Riot Blockchain reported on Monday an increase in mining revenue margin to 67% for a 3-month period ended March 31st compared to 40% for the same 3-month period last year. The company reports total mined Bitcoin rose 62% on a sequential quarter-over-quarter basis, with 491 Bitcoin mined in Q1 compared to 303 mined in Q4 of 2020. The average Bitcoin price used to calculate Riot's Q1 mining revenue was approximately $46,000. Yup, long and short of this story, mining Bitcoin's profitable. Who would have thought? Here's a story that'll make you laugh. This one it made me smile. I needed this story on a day like this. Furniture company Ethan Allen trades as ETH. Hang on. Furniture company Ethan Allen trades as ETH. Investors are confusing it for Ethereum. The furniture retailer's stock is up 50% on the year, and it might have something to do with a misunderstanding to buy Ethereum. So, people are searching on their Robinhood app for ETH. They're finding ETH, the stock for furniture company Ethan Allen, and they're buying it, thinking that they're buying Ethereum. Folks, that's the world we're living in right now. Holy crap. It's beyond me. I don't even know what to say. Furniture retailer Ethan Allen's stock ticker, ETH, the same term used for Ethereum cryptocurrency, has surged so far in 2021, and Ethan Allen's stock might be getting some residual benefits due to accidental purchases of the wrong ETH. That is absolutely hilarious. If you're one of the poor saps out there that accidentally bought ETH or bought ETH instead of buying Ethereum, well, you might just want to hang on to your ETH and Allen investment because it might do better than ETH in the long run. I don't know much about ETH and Allen, but I have to assume that their stores aren't broken and that people can actually go in there and shop. So, yeah, you may want to hang on to it. Moving on. I'm going to get some hateful messages after that one. ETH maxis are throwing pitchforks. I can feel it. Oh, God, ads are getting us. The ads, go away. FTX partners with Magnus Carlsen's chess company to sponsor tour and bonus prize of $100,000 in Bitcoin. This is actually really big news. If you don't know who Magnus Carlsen is, he's literally the world's biggest chess player. Like, he is the Michael Jordan of chess. I'm going to nerd out a little bit here. Big chess fan. Big fan of Magnus Carlsen. So, pretty neat that the next chess tournament winner is going to get $100,000 in Bitcoin. And it's pretty cool that Sam Bankman-Fried is sponsoring it with FTX. That's fun news. Last up, in the most exciting news of the day that should make everybody happy, Fox Studios unveils NFT company, Blockchain Creative Labs. Fox announces an NFT company launching with an animated series by Rick and Morty creator Dan Harmon. That's right, Dan Harmon is creating an NFT TV series? Leading American mass media company Fox Corporation is joining the crypto trend with an NFT business and the, quote, first ever animated series curated entirely on the blockchain. Cool. Fox is breaking into the NFT space. On Monday, the CEO of the entertainment firm announced that Dan Harmon's new TV series, Crapopolis, yes, would be marketed and distributed through a new NFT company called Blockchain Creative Labs. Crapopolis will be a comedy set in ancient Greece. The American broadcaster will launch a separate marketplace for selling digital items related to the show, such as characters, background arts, and GIFs, all of which will be available as NFTs. Crapopolis is the American broadcaster's big bet into a blockchain-based business model for marketing new content. In a presentation to advertisers discussing the move, Fox CEO Charlie Collier suggested that NFTs would benefit the company and brands they work with, he said. Quote, and just as we're doing this for our own animation, we will also help your brands connect directly with fans and enthusiasts through NFTs, they say. He added that Fox would take advertisers into the world of blockchain-powered tokens, including NFTs. The company's share price was unhinged by the announcement. Fox shares were last trading at $36.77 on the NASDAQ. Fox is yet to share the details of the Blockchain Creative Labs, such as the launch timeline and blockchain the NFTs will be deployed on. To date, Ethereum has been the platform of choice for NFT creators, though sidechains and other scaling solutions have emerged in hopes of bringing the technology to mass adoption. NFTs have had a breakout year so far, punctuated by Beeple's $69 million sale at Christie Max back in March. Christie's is one of a handful, blah, blah, blah. That's right, Rick and Morty coming to NFT, well, not Rick and Morty, but a Rick and Morty style of cartoon coming to the blockchain. It'd be interesting to see how they move forward with that. Oh, crap. Ignoring the chat. CWOK, the billionaires were right. I don't know what you're referring to there. I was not paying any attention to the chat. Sorry, buddy. I was lost in my own little world of NFTs and Rick and Morty. Let's jump into the sticks. Find out what in the crap is happening out there. What is going on? Alright, we are looking at the 5-minute here on Bitcoin, but no one wants to look at that. That's ugly. Let's look at the 4-hour. Find out where we're at. See if that's any better. Oh, no. Oh, no. You can see on our 4-hour chart here, as we zoom out a little bit, we are at an incredibly important place. I mean, right here, this point, this previous all-time high that we had way back in January is holding. It's holding as support right now. Very, very critical. If we lose this as support, we are definitely coming all the way down to 28,000 is what it looks like. But as of right now, the support is holding. It's holding. We haven't broken through. We've wicked against it a number of times. We're really hammering on it, but we have not broken through. So, like we talked about yesterday, there can be no denying that we are in a bear market right now. We have put in a lower high and a lower low. We are coming down. So, we have to be cognizant of that. If we continue to break down, things are going to continue to get ugly for the entire crypto space. I don't know what your strategies are for a bear market, but you definitely need to have those ready. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to make you think that shake you out of the market by any means. These are things that we have to be aware of. The technicals are beginning to break down. We are in a bear market, so have a plan for that. No one wants to hear it, but it's the facts of the situation. Not going to sugarcoat it for you. All right, let's move on to Ethereum. Find out if we can find some better news there. And we actually can. We're looking at the 4-hour chart on Ethereum, and you can see Ethereum's recovering. It is holding quite nicely. And that's important because really what's been driving the market lately has been Ethereum. It hasn't been Bitcoin. The rest of the market seems to be following Ethereum's lead. So, if Bitcoin does break down, that doesn't necessarily translate to a complete breakdown of the overall markets, right? It could be painful. We may not be seeing all-time highs anytime soon, but we are seeing a divergence between, the overall. We're seeing a divergence between altcoins and Bitcoin in particular. So if that trend holds, then we could continue to move up for altcoins here. Ethereum, again, holding strong in this price channel between 3,500 and 3,100. We'll just have to keep an eye on it, see what it does. We have put in a higher low, so that's encouraging. We are moving into a bullish trend now with Ethereum. Binance. Ugh. Binance not good. Binance is giving up its technicals. We are seeing a bit of a floor begin to emerge here. If we move our floor down, you see we are catching some resistance at what was a previous peak here. And obviously it was an important level during this nonsense. So we can we'll just have to wait and see. It looks like Binance is kind of a bit of a hybrid between Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? It's got kind of the similarities of both of them showing up in their chart. And you can see we have put in a series of higher lows, but we've also got lower highs going too. So we're forming a bit of a wedge here on BNB. I would imagine if we get Ethereum to break out and Ethereum to move up, then we're going to see a breakout on Binance as well. Cake, one of my favorites. It's going to be the same story as the Binance token, or Binance Coin, Cake token, Binance Coin. For those of you who don't know the difference between a coin and a token, a coin indicates that it has its own blockchain, and a token indicates that it's built on top of somebody else's blockchain. Fun fact. But Cake, you can see, same thing. We've got a higher low put in, but we've also got a lower high put in. So definitely forming a bit of a wedge. Probably going to keep working its way down. Probably going to bounce off our floor that we've tried to put in. We'll just have to wait and see. Doge. Well, Doge is bidding, technically speaking, Doge is looking fantastic. Doge is putting in a really, really large wedge pattern here. If we grab a trend line, you can see we've got this wedge pattern that's forming. It's not very clean here. Something kind of like that. Just a giant bull wedge formed on Doge. I would definitely expect to see some incredible breakout here if we continue up in the markets, right? Well, actually, I don't know. Doge could go off regardless of whether we're in a bear market or not, right? All it's going to take is Elon tweeting about it once, and Doge is going to see an incredible breakout that could take it all the way back up to 75 cents. Something to keep an eye on. Not financial advice, of course. Just a graphics guy. XRP. Look at this. XRP also bucking the trend. It did try to break out today. Look at that. We actually had some pretty impressive volume push up on our downtrend here in our wedge. Didn't have quite enough steam to break through it, unfortunately, but it also didn't retrace very much either. So it looks like it could try at it once again, have another go. If there's any charts you guys want to look at, any technicals you want to dig into, don't be afraid. Throw it in the chat. Also, don't be afraid to communicate, guys. This is an open dialogue. I want to talk to you. Give me your thoughts. I'm your crypto buddy. Spark Point, definitely going to zero. I lost everything on Spark Point, damn it. Bakery swap, look at this. The Bake token really having a beautiful, we had that beautiful breakout there that we called live on air. And you can see we've moved into a bit of a wedge pattern here, forming a bit of a bull pendant on the 4-hour chart. We'd definitely be looking for another good movement out of Bake. I don't think we've seen the end of that run at all. Cardano really beginning to retrace from its all-time high. Currently down about 20% from its all-time highs. But, you know, it is holding a nice little floor here around the $2 mark, or at least trying to. But look at the sell pressure that it had. Look at those sell candles. That's, you know, that's one of the things we've discussed in regards to Cardano. Yes, good call, C-Dub. We will pull up the old pub-gmn and we will take a look at our doggy, find out just what's happening there. S&P, guys, look at this. This is not good. The S&P really needed a good day today, and we didn't get it. Instead, what we got was a breakdown. What we wanted to see on the S&P is we really needed to see, because we were right here, we needed to see the S&P go on to put in a higher high. That's really what we needed to see. Instead, we have a lower low, and we've broken down, or excuse me, we have a lower high, and we've broken down into a lower low pattern, which, as you can see, we have a bear trend going on the S&P 500. Technicals are breaking down. If we skip over here to the NASDAQ, which is a little more correlated to our crypto, you can see it's far worse on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ has really broken down. You can see this was our first lower high and our first lower low. We put in a second one here, a second one here. Today we came up, or this was yesterday's rally, right? Or this was the last 2 days. We tried to rally. We did put in a bit of a higher high here, not really confirmed on the daily, but it's just a wick on the daily. But regardless, we have broken down, and we are beginning to see a rollover and a breakdown in the overall trend as well on the NASDAQ. Tesla, just for funsies, because you know what? You all know what my feelings are on Elon Musk as I scribble all over our chart here. Tesla continuing to break down. Elon, man, you've destroyed your brand, dude. You are destroying your company, and it's reflecting in your stock price. Company's suffering. Shareholders gonna have something to say about that. All right, let's hop over here to the old Poo Coin. Check on our doggy. Make sure our doggy's doing all right. Maybe. I got a feeling it's not going to look good though, C-Dub. I've been trying not to look at it all day just because I've had a bad feeling. Let's see where we're at. Pro tip, always copy and paste the address into things. Alright, here we are. Not good. Not good, folks. We are looking at the 30-minute chart here on Doggy. Lord have mercy. Look at this. C-Dub, it's literally going to zero. Walmart blew earnings out of the water. Yeah, they also blew crypto out of the water too. Because guess what didn't happen? Walmart didn't add crypto to their balance books like everybody seemed to have thought that they were going to. I don't know where these rumors come from. I don't know how these things get started, but yeah. People seem to have had, crypto Twitter anyways, seem to have had it in their brains that Walmart was going to be adding Bitcoin to their books so that they could start accepting Bitcoin as payment. That obviously did not happen, and we began to see the sell-off first thing this morning as soon as the call began. To which I promptly threw my phone across the room and decided, you know what? Maybe we'll just take a nap instead. We don't need to look at crypto, not today. So, looking here on the 30-minute chart on our Doggy Coin, it's ugly. It's literally going to zero is what it looks like. But if we're trying to find some good news in all this madness. Chart on pre-market. Walmart. Did it take off? See, we did wick pretty low here, all the way down to shit, 2.5 cents pretty much. But we do have a higher high, or excuse me, a higher low that we're beginning to form. We'll see if that holds. It looks to me like this thing is just going to keep rolling over on itself. Probably, honestly, C-Dub, if I had to really put a price target in, an unbiased price target, I'd probably be looking right around here. Right around the 2 cent flat mark is really what it's looking like. And hopefully we can get a bounce there and the selling pressure will stop. Because this has been just absolutely fucking ridiculous. But, yeah. Or it could just literally go to zero. CWK wants me to look at Walmart pre-market. Let's take a gander. Maybe. It is like 1 million degrees in my house right now. I am sweating like a hooker in church. It's not pleasant. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. It looks very dramatic, doesn't it? But for funsies. 4.1%. Look at that. Way to go, Walmart. You haven't moved that much in 10 years. Way to go. Look at the volume, though. That's pretty wild. Huge volume. Yeah, this thing would have gone to the moon. I would have put Walmart at $500 by close today had they announced that they had began accepting Bitcoin as payment. That would have put Walmart on the flipping moon. But yeah, that's an impressive. That is an impressive chart pre-market. And after hours last night I looked. Oh no, I guess it was just this morning. 3 a.m. Yeah. Sure was there, Bob. Sure was. Alright guys, unless there's anything else that you want to look at, we can wrap it up there. Call it a day. Big for Walmart, yeah. 5% for them, or 4% for them. Yeah, if you're a shareholder in Walmart, you've been holding for a decade waiting for a move like that. I'm surprised the damn thing didn't crash down immediately with everybody taking profit off their 4% gain. Alright guys, as always, if you enjoyed the show, if you like today's content, make sure you hop on over to Twitter, give me a follow there. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, ping the notifications so that you know when I'm going live. I try to go live every day around 4 p.m. where we will discuss crypto-related news, random thoughts that roll out of my brain, that sort of thing. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you tomorrow.